channel, where today I'll be doing part 2 of my drag Valentine's transformations. So in the last part I used this face paint to do a pink drag transformation, and today I'll be using this face paint to do a purple drag transformation. These are the same brand, I got them at the same time, and I did try and use this one yesterday. I did not like the look at all, so I scrapped all the footage immediately. So we're going to try again today, and like I said, this is going to be drag Valentine's Day inspired, so I want to do kind of a broken-hearted version of the look I did before, as this is a cool tone colour. But I shouldn't talk too much about it, I'll just get right into the makeup. I first need to put water in here so I can actually put this face paint on. Once again, I want to be doing a harsh face paint line. I just love how that looks for drag. Obviously, if you do a natural face paint, it doesn't really work, because then you'll end up with loads of people telling you that you need to blend your foundation into your neck. I'm pretty sure if people aren't doing that, it's because their neck and their face are naturally a very different colour. Or they're just new at makeup, and we shouldn't be too harsh on people who are new at makeup. Sorry, I'm going on a little bit of a rant there, really. I've just noticed a lot of people on TikTok judging people who are very young on their makeup skills when they're new at this. No one's that good when you first start out. I was terrible when I first started doing makeup. Constructive criticism is fine, giving them tips is fine, making fun of people because they're not good at makeup yet is not fine at all. This is definitely a lot more patchy than the pink. It might look better when I powder it down. I'm also going to do my ears today, because I do plan on wearing some elf ears that I've already painted. Oop, I do not need to go that far down, so I do need my ears to match. Now on to powder. I learnt last time that it's better to do it with a sponge, so we're going to do the same thing today. And I'm just going to smack on as much as possible, really. And then use a fluffy brush and really buff that out. Okay, it is quite patchy, but I'm going to put my contour there, so I think I'm going to leave it. For contour, unlike last time, where I used completely the wrong colour for my contour, I am going to actually go in with a dark purple this time. I'm going to use my Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette for this, just because these colours are very easy to blend out. And I'm going to go in, this one, the more bluey tone dark purple. It's called Modern Way. Having the same problem again. I think we're going to have to go in with an even darker one. I'm going to go in with Drama Queen, which is the darkest purple in this palette, and a smaller brush, just to get the colour on there initially, and then I'm going to blend it out later. This does not want to stick at all. We're going to have to go back in with the Morphe palette, I think, because I know for a fact that this one does stick eventually. And we're going to go in with the same one we tried to use the other day. By the way, if you haven't seen the other video, I will link it in the description, because obviously this is the second part of that video, so I don't want it to be too confusing for you. Is this happening because the base is so dry from the powder? Should I have not put powder on? I don't really know. Either way, it is just not looking good. Do the other side, I guess. The other side is looking better, but obviously I have to add in that darker tone, so I'm going to go in with the darker colour on both sides. Okay, that's not brilliant, but we're going to move on. We're going to do the nose. I'm going to try and do the nose with a small brush first to get the shape. Bring it up into the brow bone a little bit. Why is this looking so powdery? Let's try putting on some setting spray. And then going back in on the cheeks. Oh, that made it even worse. Okay, should have probably let it dry before trying to do this. I'm just going to kind of stamp it on instead. Really hoping that bit there is going to be covered by the wig. Not look good right now. Okay, forehead. And last time I didn't bring it down enough because you couldn't even see it when I had the wig on. So we're going to bring it down a little bit more this time. We're now going to go on to highlighting. For highlighting, I use a white concealer, and I always put it on the back of my hand because using it straight from the wand just dyes the wand a colour every single time, and then I have to clean it. It just gets annoying, quite honestly, so I put it on the back of my hand. And then I want to take a very small brush to do my nose and be very careful. Try very hard to make both sides match. I never quite do though. Something I forgot to do last time was I didn't actually powder my nose when it was done, so that might have been why it looked so white. So we're actually going to powder that today. See, that looks so much better than it did last time. I'm still getting the weird texture, but it looks so much better. I'm now going to highlight the rest of my face. Very simple. I kind of just lay down the colour and then buff it out with a very small brush. I don't know why I use such a small brush. I think it just works best for me. Obviously you can use a bigger brush and it will probably go quicker, but I don't know, I like using a little tiny brush for this. Apologies, my phone stopped recording. I don't think I missed much. I think I was just doing all of my highlighting and I started doing my eyeliner. In case it all got cut off, for the highlighting I kind of just do a very harsh cheekbone. I love it. I think it looks really cute. I blend it up to the nose quite subtly. I don't really like having harsh lines on the contour side of my nose. I like the harsh line down the middle and then more subtle across here. And then for my eyeliner, I've just gone for very, very big, very obvious, very quintessential drag style eyeliner, where it goes all the way up to your natural eyebrow. It just always looks good with any drag look you want to do. But now I'm going to fill that in with my eyeliner again, which is a very long process, but it's also not very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of drag queens setting their eyeliner. Does that do anything? Or is that because they're using gel eyeliner that it needs to be set? I'm not quite sure. I just know for a fact that if I started doing that every time she set it with black shadow, I would get lazy with it and then I wouldn't tap off the black shadow enough and then I'd get fallout all over my face and it would not be a good look. I'm pretty sure I tried doing my eyeliner with liquid lipstick once and I set it with eyeshadow. That didn't work at all really. Like it looked good for a while, but then the liquid lipstick was just picking up in the strangest way. Obviously it's not made for your eyes. I also don't know if it was eye safe, so it probably was a stupid idea to begin with. They're not quite the same shape. Let's try and fix it. To surround the black, I'm going to go in with a blue. I'm going to use this water activated eyeliner for that. This is also UV, but I don't have a UV light, so I can't show how cool it looks in UV. And this eyeliner, for some reason, it's in the same pot as the yellow one I own, but it is so much stickier. I'm not quite sure why. It's got to be something to do with the colour pigment, but it's weird. I always forget it's like this. And then I actually try and use it. I'm like, oh, it's really sticky. I've gone over the black a little bit, and I will obviously fix it, but look how good this covers the black. I did not realise this paint covered black so well. That's really impressive actually. I think I'm going to add some fake eyelashes here. I don't know how well this is going to go. Do little lines first and then turn them into little triangles. Not quite sure about that, but I've done it now I guess. So I guess I'm just going to fill them in. It's not awful. Not quite sure why I'm adding little tiny ones now. I don't hate it. No idea how I'm going to recreate it, but we'll see when we get there I guess. I'm now going to draw the eyebrow on this side. I'm going to keep them very small, very pointy I think. I need to add that blue into my waterline I think. The waterline is too obvious. And then for the other look, I did a heart on my cheek. I think I want to do a teardrop on my cheek because that's going to go more with the blue theme. I'm liking this side, but it needs eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the dark blue in this palette and a very small little brush and just put it right up here. So I think this side is done. I'm going to do the other side off camera just because it's a little bit easier and you can't really see what I'm doing on that side anyway. And then I'll be back for the rest of the face. My second side is now all done, so I'm going to do my mascara now. I kind of just do mascara to hide my lashes. And now onto lips. For lips I'm going to use black. So I'm going to start with an eyeliner pen to do the outline. And I like keeping them as pointy as I possibly can. I also keep those lines nice and thick so that when I go in my liquid lipstick later, I won't go over all those lines. It's also not going to bleed out onto my skin. It probably wouldn't over all this face paint though, because it is so dry that I can't see it moving any of the product. I feel like it's just going to sit directly on top of it, which is good for my makeup. Probably not very good for my skin. And then the final step, after setting spray of course, is highlighter. And for that I'm going to go in with this Odensai highlighter. It is just so pretty and so cute and I always forget I own it so I never use it. So as I'm remembering it, I'm going to use it today. This highlighter is a glittery highlighter which I love. And with that I think my makeup is done. I'm going to go away, put on my wig, finish up my outfit and then I'll be back for my final thoughts. So this is the final look. I put on my elf ears. I also painted them purple so that they would go with my face paint. You can't really see them with these pigtails, but if I put them behind them, I'm worried they're just going to knock them off. These ears are just not stable. I'm just going to put them here for now, and then when I film some TikToks, I'll put them behind. I think this look came out really cute. I feel like I could go more extreme with it. I feel like it's very simple, but I've been kind of enjoying simple looks recently, and I really like the blue. The blue works so well. I don't know why I don't use these eyeliners more around my eyeliner. They look so good, they're so easy to do, and they glow in black light. If I had a black light, you'll be able to see them glowing, and that would look so good in a club. Not that I can go to clubs, because clubs aren't open here. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video and you like this makeup look, give this video a like, comment down below what else you'd like me to do, and subscribe as I do post 2 videos a week, and I'd love to see you again. But until then, bye! I also have TikTok, which you can go follow me on. I post twice a day, so you'll see me a lot more.